With the first round of the 2019 NBA playoffs almost over with, it's now time to talk about the superstars who will be facing each other in the second round. Joining us today to discuss the superstar matchups in the NBA Conference semifinals, we have Joe Devance, Jett Manuel, and Coach Topex Robinson. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
All right, so we'll talk about the superstars who are still in contention in the NBA playoffs. So let's start with the Bucks versus Celtics series. And when you think about it, this dapat pang conference finals na to. But, well, as fate would have it, they're facing in the Eastern Conference semis. So you have Giannis Antetokounmpo on one side, and you have Kyrie Irving on the other side. Let's start with Giannis Antetokounmpo. What do you expect from Giannis at this part of the playoffs?
Honestly, I think he's just going to keep on doing the same thing he's been doing. Basically dominating everybody, right? Still getting his points, his rebounds, his blocks. I mean, everything. His all-around game, I think, is still going to be there. I'm not sure if he can do any more, you know what I mean, just because his stat line is so crazy. But, I mean, I think he's just going to keep on doing what he's been doing.
Giannis.
Yeah, Giannis, he's been proving, I think, if you look at both matchups, he's been proving that he's the better overall player. I mean, compared to Kyrie Irving of the Celtics. He's been the better overall player for his team the entire season. He has a great case to be MVP. The way he's been playing the playoffs, he's just dominating everybody, like Joe said. So I just expect him to play the same way. I think Joe's right. You can't really see any more or expect any more, like a huge jump with his numbers. He's just
parang hindi na makatarungan. Nahingan pa siya ng, baka may step up
maybe,
na pa.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna maybe next season, but right now hindi.
Coach Topex.
Yes, you talk about Giannis, but I would talk about the core that surrounds him. Mm-hmm. You know, those players already accepted the fact that he's our man. He's gonna be the guy. We're just gonna be here to give him support. Kung ano yung kailangan nila that Giannis lacks. So they already built a core that's really bound to really go even after the second round. I really expect them to really be solid down the line.
So you're a believer in this Bucks team?
I mean, they've been solid, you know. I mean, he's been putting in solid numbers, but they've accepted the fact that, you know, he's the man. We're just going to go wherever he takes us. So the whole core is already on the same page.
So, parang unlike other teams na we will not mention na baka may confusion as to who's the man,
yep.
Dito sa Bucks, it's very clear.
I mean, they've been through a lot of challenges. There have been questions about sometimes they've been struggling, but they had a united front. So that makes them scary in the East.
So, okay, they're facing the Celtics. Is Kyrie Irving the man for Boston?
Yeah, no doubt. I don't know who else would be considered the man there. Tatum.
Jason Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum.
See that? Yeah, that's interesting because it's going to be confusing now. Like, unlike what Milwaukee, you have maybe a small problem. Maybe they'll fix it in the playoffs. They've been playing well anyway. But does the team accept that Kyrie Irving is the guy we go to? Or maybe you have young guys like Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, feeling like, you know, I'm young, I'm good, I want to prove myself.
But how is Kyrie performing at this stage of the tournament?
I mean, Kyrie's been solid, but just like what Joe and Jett said, nung natatalo yung Boston, there were a lot of issues. You know, on leadership, who's going to be the man, who's going to take the last shot. So, again, that just shows that they might have the playoffs experience because they've been through a lot of battles before. But again, you're playing against a solid group. I mean, you cannot really base the first round because, again, that's been a given. They went 4-1. So, I mean, Boston has a winning tradition, but right now, when the going gets tough, somebody wants to take that shot. Except, I mean, Kyrie does, Tatum does.
He should.
Yep.
Should.
So there's been nagkakaagawan pa who's really going to be the man on that team.
So it looks like numbers-wise, MVP candidate-wise, a lot of things are going Giannis' way in this impending series, Joe.
Yeah, no doubt. I think as far as all that, I don't think he's going to get the MVP or anything like that. I still think it's going to be Harden. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he did get it.
All right, let's move to the other matchup. Raptors versus Sixers, which means we're focusing on Kawhi Leonard and Ben Simmons. Can Kawhi be the guy and be the one to finally, bring the Raptors back to the Eastern Conference Finals?
I mean, there's a reason why they brought him there. I mean, he has a lot of experience. He has a lot of good leadership. And the good thing about Kawhi is they're one of they're a good defensive team. So again, it's an old cliche, but defense wins championship, and they've really been solid. But obviously, the Sixers are also playing a nice tune together. But I believe that Kawhi is really going to bring them to the next level.
Who's going to perform better? I mean, if you were to predict, Jett, Kawhi or Ben Simmons?
So they played 4 times this season. One of those games, Ben Simmons, the first game they played, Ben Simmons had 26. He had the crazy stat line. Out of those 4 games, that was the only game that Kawhi didn't play. So if you look at the numbers, yeah, it's interesting. All the games after, Kawhi just proved that he could lock him down. He even forced him one game, I think, tying his scoring 11 points with 11 turnovers. So he really picks him up full court. He doesn't give him any space. He just proves that, I got your number for three games after the first game. He just completely stopped him. So if you're gonna ask me, Kawhi has everything on his side that prove that he can just, stop Ben Simmons.
Are you going to be nice to Jett and agree with everything that he said?
I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice with Jett and agree with everything my young friend. It's a good one.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
Why do you agree with him?
I kind of feel the same way. I mean, Kawhi he's that man. Now as far as actually beating the 76ers, I don't know about all that. But individually wise, Kawhi he'll dominate Simmons. Dominate. It's like me versus Jett.
What?
I'm Kawhi.
You're Kawhi.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like that.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
He was nice a while ago.
Yeah, he's Ben Gordon in 2019. Ben Gordon. Parang super agree ka, Coach Topex, dun sa the projection that Kawhi and maybe the Raptors in general might actually dominate the Sixers.
Again, the reason why is, yes, Ben Simmons has been putting in good numbers. Joel Embiid is questionable. Medyo unpredictable si Embiid. And then Ben Simmons cannot do it alone. Just like what Jess said, Kawhi could lock him down. So if the case happens again, who will support him? I mean, if Embiid is healthy, it's going to be a good fight. But I see to look at the Raptors really going all the way.
Okay, we're not yet done with these 3 guys still ahead. We'll ask Joe, Jett, Coach Topex, who should be the next head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. So stay with us.